boys, good morning. I have time because outside is rain. After few months I have rain at home here in Split, so I decided to show you my Milwall Champions League final, what we need actually to play now, because yesterday I was busy testing some new tactics and some other things. So that's it, boys. We are in season 4. We need to play Champions League final against PSG. So you can see here the 3. So you can see in the knockout stage we defeated Leipzig, Liverpool, Manchester City, and then we need to now to play against PSG. Domestic league we won easily. There was some part of the seasons when I was having over 15 points. The only team who was behind me was Tottenham. All other these big teams, they have poor seasons. So we won that one. We also won Community Shield. I think we played against Newcastle, if I'm correct. Yeah, we beat them 3-2. Carabao Cup, like always, I lost on the purpose. I don't have big squad. And then FA Cup, unfortunately, I lost in away against Newcastle very easily. Even I was trying to win it. But on end, we are in Champions League final, and this is my first 11. This is like this. So as you can see, these are basically top players, because in season 3. So how was our career with Milwall? We finished the 3rd in the championship. Through the playoff I get the premiership. In premiership I finished 3rd without no any issues in the first season. Even I know that I struggled in some away games, because this is possession tactic and I was lacking speed up front and reputation. Then in season 3 it was a crazy season. I was leading, and then again I a little bit struggled in some hard away games, but again in January I managed to bring Kako, very speedy striker. And then what I was doing, I was using him in away games. Bale was playing at home, and of course we won the title. And then after season 3 my reputation increased. I get a lot of money, and most of these players what you see here who are high quality I bought then. And then now in season 4 basically it's the same team. More or less I just buy out some of these players and we destroy the league. I mean, as I said, I was continuously leading. Even my strikers Bale and Leonardo are not scoring a lot. I brought Leonardo, he was in Brazil and he developed insanely. Plus look his speed acceleration. He's my starter, but now as you can see he's injured. Also Scott is suspended, so I will start now like this. I think I already prepared opposition instructions. I was using opposition instructions. I think they are good with this tactic. So this is more or less what I'm using. And now we need to play against PSG, who is insanely good. Mbappe is there, and in this FM they are the team what I really struggle if they have Mbappe. Even he plays as winger. So let's see, can I win the Champions League with Milwall and complete this Real with Milwall? Let's see. I'm demanding more. So in this season 4, definitely defensively I was good. I think in first 16 games or 17 I conceded maybe 5 goals only. I was having really good start. Unfortunately I done one mistake at end of the January window. I didn't see that Dortmund offered 30 million for Taylor Harvard-Bellis. He was my 3rd option center back, English player. And because I always, you know, holiday in between the games, the board accepted this one because it's too good offer or some bullshit, and he go there. Even in reality I will never sell him because he's English player and I lack English players. So I don't have backup central defender. So in case if I need, I will use Palinha or even this Sirkin, who was really good for me. He can play there. And that's it. I mean, there was some other players. I mean, I was having some budget to loan, but my wages for player wages, it's always on the maximum. So I'm overpaying some of these guys. Their wages are over, even some of them they have over 150. So we scored our first goal. So in who is my best player actually in this season 4 definitely is Baldanzi. He's scoring and assisting, even he was injured for a few months. Then I was using Molero. Molero is, let's say, backup shadow striker, backup left winger. Mitchell, who is playing on the left, unfortunately was 6 to 8 months injured on the start of the season, so that was the bad. He just returned. All other players are good. This Bendok, I was having him on the loan last year, I think season 2, 3, and I decided to buy him out because he is English and I really struggle with the amount of English players. He is basically backup for the Scott as a right winger. Scott was playing mostly right winger. I have Tiram, who is scoring always goals from the mid. Palinha I managed to get because Fulham was relegated, I think on beginning of season 3. So Fabian dropped on the bench. So I have physicality. Singo is 190 tall. Right back, very good. And more or less that's it. Ronnie, you remember Ronnie? Ronnie I think I bought in the start of the season 3. He's the left-footed, so naturally he needs to play on the right side, but if you check his stats, his right foot is also strong, so I decided, because he developed insanely good with Copenhagen, 160 ability, so I decided to find spot for him. What a bullshit goal I conceded. So he's playing on the left. Initially when he joined he was actually my best player, but some games he is oscillating, even I retrained him on that position. But he was too good player to ignore, so I found spot for him. Not ideal, but he's playing. And that's it. You see he's getting card, but he's 7.7 rating. I'm sure if he plays on the right side as inside forward he will score more, but with this tactic we are using winger on that side, classic winger, and that's why I like Scott there. Scott has crossing, has work rate, decent speed. He doesn't have finishing to play it as volante. You see now Tiram. Tiram is the best secondo volante in the game, so I always try to buy him. We scored, Ronnie assisted. Singo is getting the card. So on the bench you will see I have this goalkeeper just to have some English homegrown player. I never use him, he is there, I don't know, from my academy. Fabian lost his spot when I get Palinha, but still very good. Molero, very good. I mean, he lacks the speed, but again he's the player who can play all positions up front. So he is there. Leonardo I bought on the start of this season. Look how he developed in Brazil. And I really needed some, let's say, speedy strikers. So he's my actual starter, and Bello is the bench in this season. This guy was the beast. There was some periods when he was worth 60 million. He lost his spot when I get Mitchell, but as again Mitchell was injured for 6 to 8 months. Because you know why I like Mitchell? 17 tackling, English player. So even he is a little bit shorter, I like him to play in combination with Singo, who is 190. Look his fucking stats, insane speed. He's not a good crosser, but in this tactic I don't need good fullbacks with cross. He is defensively very good player. He's winning all these aerial duels, so he is there. And Bogle is always good player as backup, English player, so he is there. 2 subs. Let's go to second half. Let's go with calm down. Let's try to win Champions League. So overall, this is with this save. I mean, regarding the season 5, I'm not sure. Most of these games, maybe not all, but let's say 70% I was streaming. When I was bored, I was streaming this Milwall, because you know I like Milwall, I support Milwall from all English teams. Will I play season 5? I'm not sure because I have a lot of new things. I need to. Yesterday I tested new 3-4-3 tactic what Scomi sent to me, and I really like it. I'm doing now some small minor tweaks. I'm having pending guide for Hendenheim from the German Bundesliga. I think I can try to win the league with them. They are shittiest the team in the league, but I think I can do something, and I would like to play with 3 at back tactic because I like to play 3 at back. So we will see about that one. Okay, let me see here. Last 74. I will just put now him. I need his speed. And let's go slowly forward. We will try to do more subs. I have Fabian on bench, good player. Regarding other aspects of these tactics, I noticed from the season 3 against some shittier teams, if I struggle to break, I just go attacking, then I score the goals. Because definitely after season 2, when we get to Champions League, our reputation increased. So, for example, you play against Norwich at home, you struggle, or some away game, and you are dominating entire game. Just last 30 minutes, just change to attacking mentality. You will score the goals. Not very attacking, just attacking, and it was working for me. Mitchell is that. Okay, let me do 2 more subs. As I said, I have really small squad. People don't like it. People like to have 50 players, but me always I'm looking for quality, not quantity. In season 5 probably I will have a lot of money, even I need to offer a lot of new contracts to these players. Probably I will increase and look for the regens. I was looking for some regens, but problem in this save for me, the regen positions what I looking was not traditionally good. For example, I was looking maybe right back, it's not easy to find. I have Bello and Leonardo, 2 top strikers. I don't need striker. So I didn't manage to find nobody who I really like for now. But again, I was not even checking a lot. So maybe in the next season I will look to add more players so I can try to win Carabao Cups and all this other shit to increase my bench options. Regarding my academy, I didn't use any player from academy. I didn't paying attention, so I was just focusing to buy the players, and that's it. So that is the thing. Because with this team what I have, actually I don't need any new players. This team is first 11 for next few years, is the strongest. I just need to add maybe more bench options, and I need to add a little bit UK players, because normally you need to have at least 8 of them. So we won the Champions League, as you can see, as Milwall season 4. Last year we lost, I think we lost in the quarter final against PSG, and I was thinking that we have the chance to beat them, because I lost 2-1. 2-1 I lost in away, I won 3-2, and I lost on penalties against them. And I was having really feeling we can win it, because this is the same team, but unluckily PSG was too strong. Thuram is the captain, I think, with this team. Very good. So, Champions League for us. And I think we have been better in this game. So, this is all these things. Let me see how much money we have. You see, we have plenty money. As I said, we need to offer a lot of new deals, because all of them they were asking for new contracts. We will see. Priority is all of them to extend. Probably I will nobody sell from them. Regarding the transfers for this year, you see, not so many. I just buy out these 2, because the key transfers I done in the season before. So in season 3, you see Taylor on free, new goalkeeper I signed, because I was having this guy in season 2, was really good for me, but his distribution is bad, so I needed, he was just, let's say, temporary solution. And then you see, at the end of the transfer window, by mistake I sold him to Dortmund. But you see that these transfers, Mitchell, this guy was having release clause at 37 million. This guy only 15 million. Tiram, some loan options. This guy was really bad for me. I didn't like him. Mokoko, you see, arrived mid of January. He really helped me in season 3. Palinja 35 million. This is all installments. And then also I loaned with option to buy Leonardo and Šutalo from Real Madrid. Šutalo was in Real Madrid sitting on bench for first 2 years, so that's how I get him. I was really opportunistic. Regarding the transfers out, Fleming 20 million out. This goalkeeper 14, Ballard 11, Tresoldi to Norwich almost 19 million. So Tresoldi was not so good for me. The injuries really fucked his development. Even I mostly was using him as backup shadow striker, and this is the season 2 when we arrived to Premiership. The key was the goalkeeper, was really good. And that's it more or less. Here is the photo of competitions for this season treble. If you go to here to Premier League, let me show you a little bit stats. So possession 59%. We scored 82 goals. We are not scoring insane amount of goals because we are playing with one striker possession style, but we are still scoring. 13 goals from the corners. If you come see how much we conceded 27. Start of the season was much less, but later on with Champions League I started, when the fixtures started to be very tight, I conceded more. I was playing every 3 or 4 days, so all the time I was giving 2 days rest to entire squad. You see our defense is actually by far the best expected goals in the league. And that's it, clean sheets 18. And that's it, more or less. I think in this season 4 I was predicted 8. Yeah, it was on the start was 8, but we still managed to win it. And that's it. This is the team. I will show you how Belja developed. 15 pace. Balanci beast. But look, this guy how is good. He basically developed all these things when I saw him in season 3. He came like this from Copenhagen, insane. Only I retrained him to play here. You see his right foot is strong, so he's two-footed player. Tiram is the beast, like always. Palinja, you know what you can expect from him, high tackling. Mitchell, 17 tackling as fullback, that's why I signed him. English player. Diomande is beast in air. Šutalo classic. You see here, he was in Real Madrid not playing. 1 game, 3 games in 2 seasons. Total 4 games in 2 seasons. Single beast. Caprile very good for me. Not on the highest level. Some games he struggled, but again he was upgraded because his distribution is better than the previous guy. And that's it. Fabian, 133. Very good team player, Molero. He lacks the speed, I think, for the top level to be. Leonardo is a little bit... I mean, he's not scoring what I expect, especially when you consider his attributes. His attributes are insanely good. This guy was really good, one of the best buys in the game. As I said, there was some moment when his price went to 60 million. I think towards the end of the season 2, he was the starter. First 2 seasons. Very good defensive guy. As I said, we are using fullbacks on support. Basically, they need to be strong defensively. And that's it. Alex Scott was my actual starter. Billy Mitchell, I tried to sell, nobody wants him, so he was for some period without no contract, but then he's staying here, I don't use him. I was even offering him for free, nobody want, or he was rejecting go to offer, so he stayed there. And that's it, boys. Job is done. Treble with Milwall. That's it. Bye.